the Badge and the Catchphrase. Officer Mike Rogers had a problem. His captain called it unprofessional behavior. The department psychologist called it inappropriate coping mechanisms. Mike just called it being himself. "My ball's on your chin," Mike said, leaning across the desk. "I need those case files from the Henderson robbery." Officer Patel looked up from her computer with a sigh. "Seriously, Mike, we talked about this." "D's nuts," Mike replied, crossing his arms. Mike had joined the force 5 years ago with the best intentions. He'd been a model cadet, graduated top of his class. Nobody saw the catchphrases coming. It started small, a joke with his partner during a late-night stakeout that somehow stuck in his brain. Now it proceeded and followed everything he said. "My ball's on your chin," Mike announced as he entered the morning briefing. "We've got a lead on the Sullivan case. The convenience store owner identified the suspect from the photo lineup." The captain pinched the bridge of his nose. "Thank you, Officer Rogers." "D's nuts," Mike concluded, taking his seat while several rookies stifled laughter. The tragedy was that Mike was actually an excellent detective. His case closure rate was among the highest in the precinct. His problem-solving skills were legendary. If only he could solve the problem of his own verbal tics. When Mike was assigned to the community outreach program, everybody winced. Yet somehow, the neighborhood kids found him hilarious. Parents were less amused. His partner, Detective Sarah Wong, was the only one who seemed to understand. "It's like Tourette's, but weirder," she explained to others. "Just focus on what comes between the catchphrases." The department had given him multiple warnings, but they couldn't afford to lose him. Besides, as his therapist pointed out, the catchphrases seemed to emerge specifically during moments of professional stress. The ambassador's translator leaned in and whispered something. To everyone's surprise, the ambassador's face lit up with delight. "Ah, American humor," the ambassador declared, slapping Mike on the back. "In my country, we have similar sayings. I feel at home already." That night, Mike saved the ambassador's life, spotting a suspicious figure approaching with concealed intent. "My ball's on your chin," Mike shouted as he tackled the would-be assassin. "Everybody get down." When it was over and the assailant subdued, Mike helped the ambassador to his feet. "Are you all right, sir?" "D's nuts," the ambassador replied with a wink. By the end of the week, the catchphrases had become a diplomatic inside joke. The international incident that everyone feared had instead become an unlikely cultural exchange. Back at the precinct, Mike was called into the captain's office. "My ball's on your chin," Mike said nervously as he sat down. "You wanted to see me, sir?" The captain looked at him for a long moment. "The ambassador specifically requested you for his return visit next month. Apparently, you made quite an impression." Mike grinned. "Sometimes what seems like our biggest weakness turns out to be our strength." "Don't push it, Rogers," the captain warned. "D's nuts," Mike concluded quietly. As he walked out of the office, Mike wondered if maybe, just maybe, he didn't need to change after all. The world had enough people trying to fit in. Perhaps what it needed was more people willing to be unapologetically themselves, catchphrases and all.